It's me, Sarifa, and Safari, and today I am going to say you about light. So, what is light and what's its uses, and etc. and etc. Today I am going to say you about all this. So, first of all, let's go to terms to know. Now, important terms. Now, light energy, a form of energy which gives a sensation of vision. So, if we have vision, then it's because of light energy. If we can see things around us, then it's because of light energy. Because this form of energy gives a sensation of vision. Now, rectilinear propagation of light means the property of light due to which it travels in a straight line. So, light travels in a straight line. Maybe I've heard it is one of the characteristics of light. So, this is known as the rectilinear propagation of light. Light always travels in a straight line until it is blocked by some path. Okay. Okay. So next we have reflection, the bouncing back of light from the surface of an object in the same medium. So suppose now think about the rectilinear propagation of light. This light is traveling in a straight line. So suppose this light is traveling in a straight line. Okay, it's traveling in a slanting line, but that's also one of the straight. Sorry, just a moment. Okay. Suppose light is traveling in a straight line like this. You can see it over here. And then you have another surface. Suppose you are having a mirror. Okay, you are having a plane mirror. And then light will fall over here and then it will bounce back. It will bounce. It will bounce back. Okay. Sorry, the last two was. It will bounce back over here. Okay. So this is known as light's reflection. Okay. And then you have rectilinear propagation, which I am so showing you. Okay, light travels straight, so there is no rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, and then the reflecting surface. Okay, the smooth and shiny surface which reflects the light. Just a moment. This is the reflection. Okay, reflecting surface. Okay, this is the reflecting surface. And now the incident ray, the ray of light which travels the ray of light which is incident on the reflecting surface. This is the incident ray which is coming. Okay. And this is known as the incident ray. Okay. Reflected ray. The ray of light which bounces back after striking. See, this ray of light is striking the mirror and then it is bouncing back. So it's known as the reflected ray of light which bounces back after striking the reflecting surface in the same medium. Now the point of incidence. The point where the incident ray strikes on the reflecting surface. So here is the point of incidence. This is the point of incidence. And then you have the normal, the perpendicular drawn at the point of incidence on the reflecting surface. Now let me draw the normal once again. Okay. This is the normal. So it's perpendicular. Okay. And this line is known as the This line is known as the normal. Okay, the perpendicular drawn at the point of incidence on the reflecting surface. Now you again draw that same figure and let's see the angles over there and and you have this incident ray and then it strikes back and you get the reflected ray. You have the point of incidence over here. Here the normal, that's 90 degree over here. Okay, I hope it's clear to you. Actually, I'm drawing on the device, that's why I can't make it so clear. Okay, so here is a 90 degree and somehow you get the 90 degree. You may check your book for that in more details because I'm not drawing on a paper and a pen. With a paper and a pen I'm drawing on a device, so you may get it wrong. So just a minute. Now see, let me choose the pen option because it's an because it's an angle. Just a minute. Here in this one, this part is known as the incident ray. Okay, so the angle of incidence, the incident ray, the angle which makes the incident ray to the normal. So the angle between the incident ray and the normal is known as the angle of incidence. You can see an angle, and I mark this angle also. This is the angle of reflection. Okay, the angle which makes the reflected ray with the normal. So the angle between the reflected ray and the normal, simply in simple terms, you get it as the angle of reflection. Now, there are two more types of reflection. Reflection can be categorized into two types. Okay, regular reflection and irregular reflection. Now, what is regular reflection? The reflection means when a beam of light falls on a highly polished surface, such that all the rays of the beam are reflected parallel to each other. Now, let me draw that also. Just a moment. So you get regular reflection. You get this line, this term of line, okay, and then uh, here the incident ray falls, and you get the reflected ray back. Again, the incident ray falls, and then you get the reflected ray back. The light ray falls, and again you get the light ray back over there. Okay, and this is and you see them in regular intervals. Okay, they are in regular intervals. Okay, maybe I'm a little wrong in while drawing this ray. I'm a little wrong while drawing, but no matter, it's okay. So you get regular. Um, So you get regular beams of light and falls on a smooth, highly polished surface, so that all rays of the beam are reflected parallel to each other. Okay, and then the irregular reflection. The reflection when a beam of light falls on a rough surface. And I'm showing you that. Just a moment. Rough surface, right? And then right. Now you get the incident ray over here, and then you get the reflected ray. You get the incident ray over here, and you get the reflected ray. Again, you get the incident ray over here. It merges back. You see, it goes over here, and then it reflects. So you see an irregular reflection that is being created, and therefore the beam of light falls on a rough surface, such that the different parts of the surface reflect the incident light in different directions. Okay, so this is known as the incident light. And what is the plane mirror? Now let me draw a plane mirror over here. There's a plane mirror, and my drawing is not complete. Here you have the plane mirror over here like this, okay? So planar reflecting surface on a regular reflection is observed, okay? And so always you see in a plane mirror there is regular reflection, okay? And then there are two types of images, real and virtual. And real image is the image formed when the rays of light are reflected from a smooth surface in such a way that they actually meet at some point on the screen. So real image are the images that are real, that are not, that are erect, and that are like they are not inverted, okay, and they are erect and they are not inverted. These qualities are there of a real image. And then the image formed by the rays of light is the definition, just they reflected from a smooth surface in such a way that they actually meet at some point on the screen. And next, virtual image, the image formed when the rays of light are reflected from the reflecting surface in such a way that they appear to meet at a certain point but do not actually meet. So in the real image they really meet, and in the virtual image they appear to meet but they are not meeting. Okay, so the image which of ourselves which we see in our mirror that is kept in our room is a virtual image, because there it's not erect and it is laterally inverted. You see your right hand, your left in the mirror, and your left hand, the right in the mirror. Okay, so this is the virtual image definition that you get. Okay, and that's at the certain point. What is the certain point? That certain point is known as the focus. You will learn it in class 8. Okay, lateral inversion, the phenomena in which the left side of an object appears to be in the right side in the mirror formed by a plane mirror and vice versa. So, Lateral inversion means you see your left hand is right and your right hand is left. Okay, so this is known as lateral inversion. Another thing which you need to to keep in mind in case of this lateral inversion is that always it is found in a virtual mirror. It's laterally inverted. Always virtual images are there in laterally inverted. Okay. And then dispersion of light, the phenomenon of splitting of white light into seven colors. When white light gets split into seven colors, that is the vitriol, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, is known as dispersion of light. What are primary colors? The colors of light that cannot be obtained by creating by mixing other colors. Okay, and primary colors are red, blue, and green. Okay, red, blue, and green. Secondary colors, the colors of light, okay, that can be produced by mixing two primary colors. Okay, so when two primary colors are mixed, you get secondary colors, and they are cyan, magenta, and yellow. Okay, they are cyan, magenta, and yellow. Maybe we'll see. If you don't see, I'll see. I'll make you. Okay. Now, light is a form of energy which gives the sensation of vision. The transparent substance allows the light to pass through and does not reflect any light. Now, there are four types of object: transparent, translucent, opaque, and reflecting. And refracting also is there. Okay, five types. Okay, so what is a transparent substance? It allows the whole light to pass through it. An example is glass. Okay, example glass. Opaque substance absorbs a little but reflects most of the light falling on it. Okay, suppose anything can be opaque. The walls in your room, the color of your walls in your room. Okay, it's an opaque substance. A highly polished and smooth surface such as a mirror reflects all the light that falls on it. This is known as a reflecting surface. An example is mirror. A plain mirror has smooth and highly polished surfaces that reflects all the light falling on it. Okay, so a mirror is smooth and reflects all the light that is falling on it. Mirrors are classified as plane mirror and spherical mirror. Now, the ray of light obeys the laws and are termed as law of reflection. This you need to learn because it will come in your exam. I can see that it's printed in your paper. So, the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. Let me draw and show you another time. Okay, so let me draw the normal also. If you measure 30 degrees over here, then you will also get 30 degrees over there. Okay? If you measure 30 degrees over here, you will always get 30 degrees over there also. So, the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. Now, the incident ray and the reflected ray and the normal all lie in the same plane. They are all lying on a paper and a two-dimensional plane. Okay? These three things lie on a same plane. Now, image formed by a plane mirror has the following five characteristics. You need to learn them. You may take a snapshot. Take a snapshot of this also. The whole page I'll give you time to take snapshot. But before that, listen. The image is virtual. The image is erect. The image is of the same size and of the object. The distance between the image and that of the mirror is the same as that of the object and of the mirror. The image is laterally inverted. So the image is virtual. Obviously, you can't feel the image right over there. The image which is standing over there on that side of the mirror, you can't feel it, right? And then you have the image is always erect. Okay, the image is of the same size and of the same shape that you are having in your body. The image is of the same size of the object, same shape you are having of the body. You don't see any other man if you stand before the mirror. You see yourself, right? Okay. The distance between the image and the mirror is same as that of the object and the mirror. You see, you go forward to the mirror, the image that's over there will also come forward. You go after, okay, you go backwards, the image will also go backwards. and of the same distance. So the time when you stop, the image will also stop. Okay, and so this I mean. Okay, an image is laterally inverted. You will see your left hand as right and your right hand as left. Now the speed of light in air is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay. And red, green and blue are the primary colors. Red plus green plus blue makes white color. Gives you white color. Now don't try doing it in the color palette because there are many others also will give you black color. I know that. There are many. It's not light. Please remember it's not light. Okay, it's only the like what will I say, it's only the colors that are over there, it's not the light. Okay, even if you will not see white color. Now I'm if I can show you, then I'll be happy about that. I have it in my house. Okay, I have it over in the office, so let me show you one light and you can guess it. Okay, so red, green, blue are primary colors. Now, now have I completed this? I'm sorry for. Oh no. Yellow, magenta, and cyan are secondary colors. Okay? Yellow, magenta, and cyan are secondary colors. Now please mark these equations. Red plus green is yellow, green plus blue is cyan, and blue plus red is magenta. Now when white light falls on an opaque object, light of some colors is reflected by it and light of the remaining color is absorbed by it. Okay. Now, specific substances can reflect specific color of light. Suppose if you are having a red substance in your hand, then you will then only red color is reflected by it. All the other colors are absorbed. Okay. The color of an opaque object is the color of light which it is reflect. Okay. Now the color of an opaque object, red, the substance which you are having is obviously it have to be an opaque object. And the color is red because it emits only red light. Now, a transparent object passes all the light of some color and absorbs the light of the remaining colors. The transparent object is it passes the light of some colors and absorbs the light of the remaining colors. Okay, it is actually translucent. Okay, the color of the transparent object is the color of the light which it allows to pass through. Suppose you can see a blue glass, and then the blue glass you may see it blue because it's only passing blue light. Okay. Now we'll go to infographs and plane mirror. Now see over here. Silvering is done over here using mercury, and opaque substances surfaces over here, and reflecting substances over here. Plane mirror is a planar reflecting a surface on a specular or regular reflection is observed. A plane mirror is formed by silvering or polishing one side of a thin plane glass plate. Now what are the primary colors? Now see this triangle. It's very important for you. The colors of light that cannot be obtained or created by mixing other colors are called primary colors. Okay, they cannot be obtained or created by mixing other colors, and they are known as primary colors. Okay, these are the colors which on mixing produce white light. These colors are also denoted as RGB or red, green and blue. Irregular reflection: when a parallel beam of light falls on the rough surface, then then different parts of the surface reflect the incident light in different directions. Okay, you can see they are going in different directions. Such a reflection can be seen in a scratch mirror or in a rippling water, as they are irregular or diffuse reflections. Spherical mirror, concave and convex, two types. Okay, spherical mirrors are further classified as concave and convex mirrors. The reflecting surface of a concave mirror is while curved inwards, and while the reflecting surface of a convex mirror is bulged outside. You will learn more about it in class 8. Lateral inversion, the phenomena in which the left side of an object appears to be the right side of the image formed by a plane mirror and vice versa. Note, letters are like A, H, I, M, O, T, U, V, W, X and Y. They do not show lateral inversion as these letters are symmetric. Okay, about the vertical lines passing through it. All the letters or all the objects which is symmetric, they do not show lateral inversion. But the objects which are not symmetric, they show lateral inversion. Regular reflection, you see, all the beams of light are at regular intervals. So when a parallel beam of light falls on a highly polished or smooth surface, such that all the beams of light are reflected parallel to each other, then the reflection is known as regular or secular reflection. Secondary colors, okay? Secondary colors are the colors of light that are produced by mixing two primary colors. They are yellow, cyan and magenta. Red and green gives you yellow, green and blue gives you cyan, and blue and red gives you magenta. Now, with the help of this pen, I will show you some of the colors which are primary as well as secondary. First of all, you have red color. So this red color is a primary color, okay? And then let me go to blue color. And this blue color is also a primary color. And then let me go to green color which I was having. Okay. This green color is also a primary color. These three are primary colors. Now, secondary colors. Cyan, magenta, and yellow. Okay, these three are secondary colors. And another thing which I will show you is that another thing which I will show you is what can you see all these colors? They are green, blue and red. And if I show you the colors when they are mixing together, you will see them as white color. Am I right? It's white color, right? You can see them? Okay. So, this was our video and thank you for watching. Bye.